It's Knights of the Round Table podcast, and we are here for another fun little discussion on what video game worlds you could travel to and why. Today's knights sitting down are Lady Iceilla. How are you doing, Lady Ice?
I'm doing pretty well, Lady Rose. Yourself?
I'm doing fabulous. And we have Lord Mios. How are you doing?
Oh, I can't complain. How you doing?
Not too bad at all. Good to hear it. And of course, Lord Kosh. How are you doing?
Doing great. How about you?
Not too bad at all. And as said, the topic today is what universe you would live in and why. So, anybody itching to go first?
I guess I can go first.
Let's hear it.
Well, I've been stuck on a few of them because there's a few that I would absolutely love to go. You know, the world of Remnant, since Ruby came out with their game. Space travel and Eve. But I would have to pick World of Warcraft. Going on to Azeroth would be fun. Riding on a saber mount. All the cool magical abilities you have.
Definitely be on the fun side of things to do. But
Go ahead.
No, you first. What were you gonna say?
I wouldn't look forward to I would want to skip the whole Burning Legion and the demons and all that. I would like to miss out on that part. The war isn't that fun either. I think I would skip on that war. But otherwise, I think it would be pretty interesting to get into it. And there's a lot of lore in that world and a lot of history. It would just be fun.
Definitely. And with our conversation the other day talking about the classes we would be, I think you can have some definite fun there.
Especially if I could be my rogue self, I would be happy.
Definitely a lore-rich universe with a lot of interesting things to see and draw upon.
Just remember, friends don't pickpocket friends.
Unless your friends are into that.
Yeah, but then we have to change the rating of the podcast.
Yeah, and I don't... And we have gamers of all ages that listen to us, and even though we try to stay away from all the little tykes.
16 and up. Treat it like Deadpool. You have to be a certain age to be here, but a different age to get the humor.
Pretty much.
For PG-13, I get to say one bad word.
Well, yeah, and strictly speaking, we could even do an entire, just a fun little show one day about the words you can't say on YouTube, just to see BitChute not give a damn, and YouTube go, oh, you can't say that! That's going, but it's marked for not putting it near kids, and you guys are the ones who screwed that one up, so...
If you guys want to see that episode, please put down in the comments below, or even give us a thumbs up. Like, how many likes should we get in order to actually do that episode? I want to put that as a liked goal.
Make it 5, because I want this episode.
5 likes?
Reasonable.
Okay. Since we're just starting it, let's do 5 likes. So, guys, that is 5 likes in order for us to do the episode we just talked about.
That will be a fun one, so hopefully we can. Oh, anyone else got a universe they would like to spend a little Ready Player One time in?
If I may.
Please do, have that.
Always been fascinated by the Star Wars universe myself. So many amazing planets, and the ships themselves are fun and work in ways that seem kind of easy to operate. Makes sense. Lots of cultures to explore and visit and learn about. There's definitely some stuff you don't want to get mixed up in the Star Wars universe, but I feel like their universe is more often than not in a state where you're not constantly worried for your life, if you know where you're going.
Not too bad. Not too bad at
Okay,
all.
I have a question for you on that. Since you will be going to this world, would you be a Jedi or no?
See, I feel like the Jedi get a lot of hype. It's too much so for my taste in a lot of instances where they seem to be one of the only things that get screen time. I don't think it would be necessary to be a Jedi to enjoy the Star Wars universe. Of course, who wouldn't want Force powers? But I think I would be okay not being a Jedi. There's just so much that their universe offers that you would be able to enjoy it regardless. And let's be honest, a lot of the Force users in their universe, you draw a lot more attention than you would really want.
No.
Okay, so light or dark?
Ooh, I would most certainly be gray by the least, because as much as I admire a lot of the light side tendencies, I feel like they go a little too far sometimes. But I'm not exactly an asshole either, so the dark side is not my forte either. I don't draw power from hate. Want to quest for power and dominate the universe, or I would just want to exist and enjoy exploring the universe.
Yeah, but I can hear the Sith people now. We're not evil. We're just misunderstood. Gosh. I'm sorry. I'm a Trekkie. It's
Luke, I am your soap opera.
because it is. It's Days of Our Lives in Space. It's a fun universe, but as long as we can admit it's Days of Our Lives in Space.
Well, it was meant to be based on old tales retold in a futuristic scene.
Well,
Oh, I know.
a lot of stories nowadays. Nowadays, I can speak English. Yes, I know, people. Aren't just stories retold.
And each class in Star Wars starts out with a story unique to them. Also, for some of them, like the Sith Warrior, go to one of the Jedi that you meet on the prison planet with the companion that used to be a Jedi Padawan. The story is altered. At one point, you go to Hoth to get a military unit that was stashed away there, so it's not part of anything going on with certain politics. You have a military companion with you, and the story is altered again. Little tidbits that are hidden that you can find.
Oh, there's an amazing amount of lore and I want to say just detail. The Star Wars universe, they laid out lots and lots of detail behind virtually anything and everything
And
you can think of. Like there's actually like any object you see in the Star Wars universe, they actually laid out the details of who made it and why.
You don't
So
tell
it's very well
Kathleen.
fleshed out. Mhm.
connectivity too.
I said, yeah, don't tell Kathleen Kennedy that. They have no source material to go from.
Well, I mean, I've been watching videos about the Star Wars universe for probably like a month now of just random things that are explained as something to listen to in the background, and they still haven't run out.
Oh yeah, like every single person in the cantina scene in Legends has their own 1,000-page wiki minimum. But going that they have no, we don't know what we can base it off of. Really? Like, I mean, I know we don't talk about the odd number ones in our franchise, especially not, Kirk finds God. But really?
Oh, what was it with that one video we saw earlier? It was Lord of the Rings versus Star Wars. Most of the runtime in Lord of the Rings was spent on the credits, but Star Wars people pretend 3 don't exist.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And depending on how purist you are, 6 of them don't exist.
Right?
It's nice to know that as a Trekkie, when we had like the slow motion picture, we found him, Kirk finds God. We all know the bad ones. It's just it's nice to know that you guys now have more movies you ignore than we do. Like that's plus we have TV to fall back on, but you guys do have the Mandalorian, and I gotta props where props are due. Just yeah.
I have not seen Mandalorian yet. I so wish I could.
Spoil-
Go ahead.
I was just gonna say spoilers. The butler did it. Anyway.
But let's save those for future topics.
Right.
Gosh, I think you haven't told us on what world you would like to visit yet.
World of Warcraft.
Yes, another person coming to World of Warcraft with me. Lovely Azeroth. What about you? Why would you like to go?
You go from disaster to disaster to disaster. You're always the rock star. You are the one that leads everyone into saving the day.
Nobody said you get to be the hero character.
Yeah, I never said anything about you get to being the hero character on that.
You could be one of those poor schmucks that doesn't get to res.
You can also be. You could live however you want, so you could be the hero character.
Okay, let's be fair. Let's be real for a minute, though. It's not the hero character; it's the babysitter, because you're running around putting out fires from every other schmuck on Azeroth.
Ilda needs to be babysat for Ben. You're literally babysitting King Anduin back when he was a prince. You're actually babysitting him for a quest that used to be there.
Yeah.
Pandaland funness.
No, this was even before Pandaland. This was back in
Like when he was like a 5-year-old in the third.
Well, yeah.
no, this was in Kata, I think. When you had to explore all of like Stormwind with him because he was looking for cultists. No, cultists in the city and all that.
Yeah, I know the question you're talking about. I know the one where you have to show him all around Stormwind, and then he's kind of like, "Don't tell my dad about the fact that we're leaving the building and all that crap."
Oh yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, that one.
Yeah, I remember that now too.
Like you are legit babysitting the future king, and no one comments on this.
See, I think it's hysterical that effectively we've had a quest to babysit him in at least every expansion that comes to mind. I don't think BC or LK, but the rest of them actually may have one at LK. But still, it's like, okay, we're not adventurers saving the world. We're the royal babysitter.
We haven't had one in this expansion.
I don't know. Running between Sylvanas and Greymane because the two of them just need to hate, screw, and get it over with definitely feels like babysitting duty.
Yeah, but we're babysitting someone else. We're not babysitting Antoine. The pup needs a bone, and I still say...
So does the Dark Lady.
I still say...
Right.
The Dark Lady would be completely fine if we gave her a newspaper, pointed to Greymane, and said you can hit him once on the nose. I think you'd be fine with that.
I think the whole thing is just gone absolutely loony.
Yeah, by the way, we do not condone animal abuse on this channel.
No, I don't.
It would be more of a cartoon thing, like boop.
Oh, go ahead.
People have survived being bopped on the nose by a newspaper.
Also, since we are talking about this being World of Warcraft, you can survive a 10-story drop?
Yep.
Have enough armor and health that you can survive a 10-story drop in World of Warcraft. I don't think a newspaper is going to do much.
Unless that newspaper's like a 450 maze.
Yeah, but considering they changed the item level from a 450 to, like, what was it? 175 at one point, and they're going to do it again. That newspaper's going to drop again.
Yeah, but you can still get 430 plus currently.
Yeah.
Currently.
Yeah, but back in Mist, those items used to be 4 some odd.
Oh yeah, and the fact that we're going to get another item or another stat item level crunch, I'm kind of like, okay, yes, it's 50 levels instead, so it's like 60 when you hit shadows, and that's kind of nice. Spoilers, man, whatever, don't give a damn. It's been out long enough. Google it, bite me. But it's seriously, the level crunch there. It's going to be nice to be able to continue an entire storyline like they're aiming for, like be able to do all of Pandaland and actually get to immerse yourself in the lore and go all the way to 150 instead of, hi, Ellen Forrest, hi, level 50, bye, Elwyn,
I feel like we got lost in the woods of this topic.
Yeah.
Yeah. But hey, we're having fun, and that's what matters.
That's for true.
Definitely. Besides, I think I'm the only one who hasn't answered.
Yeah, so come on, tell us, Rose.
Oh, easy, the Star Trek one. Like, as much as I love World of Warcraft, the ability to get pushed through the ranks until I've got my own sovereign class starship or a galaxy, that's just too damn much fun.
I can't
be like
give her
50.
anymore. You want someone else to be the engineer for a change. You just want to be a captain.
Little bit, yeah. But, it'd be kind of nice to just enjoy a bit of shying around the universe, going to strange and exotic fun places, learning about new cultures and new lives, and, when the Borg roll up, just kind of set it to... As long as we don't go, as long as we stay to the even ones, we're good. I know that's not part of the universe, yeah.
There is some fun stuff in Star Trek too. So it's similar reasons why I like Star Wars.
Oh yeah, like Klingon and Vulcan rituals, and you could spend a lifetime just studying the different cultures in the Alpha and Beta quadrants, to say nothing of Delta and Gamma quadrants.
Right? Klingon food though. Well.
Like Gach or Haggis.
Yeah, but that's like Gawk is like if your haggis was still alive.
Well, yeah, but at least that point, I've got a fighting chance.
So does it.
Well, yeah, but so pretty sure the Haggis has a fighting chance too, just not the same way.
I swear to God, there's an episode where like a guy was at a Klingon restaurant. They're like, "Looks like you just moved your stuff around your plate." He's like, "No, it did that on its own." He never touched his plate. He couldn't bring himself to do it.
Well,
you know how some people say that they think the Scottish cuisine is based on a dare?
Whole culture is based on a dare.
Like some Scottish cuisine is based on a dare.
Whole damn culture is based on a dare. I bet you and your ancestors and your descendants won't wear this flannel skirt for eternity. Oh yeah? I bet you give in before I do. All of their descendants now wear skirts.
Well, to be fair, the kilt is actually not that bad. There was a purpose for the battle for the kilt.
Not to
so you
mention,
can show your butt to your enemy.
Well, think about the fact that the kilt kind of justifies every one of those people who are RPing or running around with next to no armor on in all those video games. It's like, why is Warcraft wearing next to nothing? It's not because we're designing it so we have something fun to look at. It's because it's the battle mini skirt.
Or, in some cases, less armor means less movement restrictions.
It's basically how the Celts did things.
Less is more.
I still think it's funny that for a while, all of Blizzard's top tier gear was almost not safe for work.
Battle bikinis for a while, like all of Classic and Burning Crusade.
Yeah.
On a male character has this massive, bulky, incredible looking armor. On a female character, you're like, I think I was wearing more when I was born.
Anyway.
That's true.
Anyways, yeah, that's pretty fun.
Ferengi
And-
would be fun. Visiting the Ferengi would just be so fun.
To be sure. And honestly, it looks like our wrapped up conversation ends just near time of us wrapping up the podcast. So we're going to call it here. Thanks everyone for stopping by and having a listen. Remember to like, share, and subscribe if you like it. Pass it around because the only way we can grow is with your help. And if you do want to hear that episode of the things we can't say on YouTube just to see how it turns out, well, feel free to hit us likes because at 5 we will do the episode.
Please give us those likes. That would be so much fun.
Please, those likes would be great.
Yes, they would.
You heard it from us, folks. We're just as excited to do the episode as you guys are. But until then, we hope to see you all around it. Thanks for stopping by.
Happy hunting, everyone.
Take care.